In the Talmud, there is a legend that tells us that God, about to give the Torah to the Israelites, seeks a guarantee to ensure that the Torah would be observed for all future generations. God asks the people for a guarantor, a figure or group that takes responsibility for ensuring the continuation of the covenant. In response, the Israelites offer various suggestions. First, they offer their ancestors, the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, figures of great reverence and holiness. Yet God says no. The patriarchs, no matter how great they were, are not enough to ensure the future of the Torah. Next, the Israelites offer their prophets as guarantors, but again, God is not convinced. The prophets, despite their righteousness, also face failures and flaws. Finally, the Israelites offer, how about our children? Our children will be our guarantors. And it is here that God agrees, stating that the children, the future generation, will be the ones to uphold the covenant of the Torah. While we must honor and cherish our past, our prophets, our rabbis, our ancestors, our own parents, and the rich tradition they passed down to us, we must also recognize that what truly matters is what we leave behind. The future of the Jewish people is not determined by how well we remember our ancestors, but how well we prepare the next generation to carry the torch. I have seen many synagogues focus so much on honoring the past, on celebrating their founding members, their ancestors, and past leaders, that they sometimes have become museums of memory rather than vibrant communities of growth. I am reminded of a powerful statement I once heard. Jewish is not who had Jewish grandparents. Jewish is who leaves Jewish grandchildren. It may be a provocative statement, but it underscores the central point that our Jewish identity is not defined solely by the past, but by the legacy we create for the future. While it is vital to honor the past, we cannot afford to let our focus remain solely on preserving what came before us. We must actively work to ensure that our children and our students are empowered to carry forward our legacy. Our sages understood this deeply. Our children are the ones who will carry the traditions, the values, and the teachings. They are the ones who will illuminate the path for future generations. This is why it is so important to invest in them. It is not enough to ensure that they know about the past. We must also teach them how to live the Torah in their daily lives. We must equip them with the tools to navigate the complexities of the world while staying rooted in their Jewish identity. This requires effort, dedication, and love. It requires us to make Torah study a priority in our homes, to model the values of Jewish life through our actions, and to provide a space for our children to ask questions, to explore their faith, and grow in their understanding of God's teachings. As parents, teachers, and members of the community, it is our responsibility to create an environment where our children can thrive spiritually, intellectually, and emotionally. The world they inherit will be different from the one we grew up in, and it is up to us to prepare them to navigate that world with strength and a deep connection to their heritage. Today, we are blessed with many opportunities to invest in Jewish education, whether by supporting our synagogue's children's programs and their services, contributing to local Jewish schools, or ensuring that our children come for Shabbat. These programs not only teach about our past, but gives them the tools to live meaningful Jewish lives in the modern world. From learning about values and engaging with rituals to discussing Jewish philosophy, every moment of Jewish education strengthens our future. It is also crucial that we nurture Jewish life at home. As we say in the liturgy every morning and every evening in the Shema, and you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your possessions, all your might. And these words, which I command you today, shall be upon your heart. And you shall teach them diligently to your children. And you shall discuss them when you sit in your house, and when you travel on the road, and when you lie down, and when you rise. I urge you to encourage your children and grandchildren to participate in synagogue activities, to join us in celebrating Shabbat in our weekly children's services, and in activities that we plan and we continue doing. It is imperative they connect with their heritage and with other children. They need to come and see our vibrant Shabbat community and the plethora of activities that the broader Jewish community offers. The more we integrate traditions into their daily lives, the more they will internalize them. And perhaps, most importantly, we must lead by example. If we want our children to carry these traditions, we must show them the commitment to live them ourselves. As Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sacks also said, the future of Judaism is in the hands of those who teach the next generation how to live. He also mentioned that schools, education of our children, are the beating pulse of Jewish life. Other civilizations prided themselves on their castles and cathedrals and great architectural projects. We cared less about buildings than about builders. Our sages said, don't call them your children, banaich, but your builders, bonaich. Our commitment to Jewish life, our commitment to raising Jewish children is the most powerful legacy we can leave. In a time when Jewish identity is under increasing pressure from all sides, we must double down in our investment in our children. Proverbs 22:6 says, train a child in the way they ought to go, they will not swerve from it, even in old age. So I ask you today, what will your legacy be? What will be the future of Judaism look like because of your efforts? How will you invest in the next generation to ensure that the light of the Torah continues to burn brightly? By supporting Jewish education, by raising children in a Jewish home, and by living a Jewish life with pride and commitment, we guarantee that our children will be the true guarantors of the Torah.